Premier League Sheffield United vs Chelsea prediction, team news, lineups preview. Riding high on cloud nine thanks to Thursday's unbelievable triumph, Chelsea hit the road on Sunday to face Premier League cellar dwellers Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. While the Blues came from behind in remarkable circumstances to beat Manchester United 4-3 in midweek, the Blades' courageous efforts against Liverpool were in vain in a 3-1 loss. Match preview. Some members of the COP were still taking their seats when Sheffield United's James McAtee forced Caoimhin Kelleher into the first save of Thursday's match inside the opening minute. And Chris Wilder's men defied pre-game expectations to go toe-to-toe with the Reds for large periods. Darwin Núñez's freak goal was cancelled out by an unfortunate Connor Bradley deflection as Liverpool struggled to get into their groove. But an Alexis Mac Allister thunderbolt undid the Blades' hard graft before Cody Gakpo's late header put the icing on the Reds' cake. While Wilder ought to have reflected on the bright moments of Thursday's defeat at Anfield, another failure to put any points on the board has only accelerated Sheffield United's seemingly inexorable slide down to the Championship, as they remain dead last in the table with just 8 games to go. A 10-point gap to Nottingham Forest in 17th is not mathematically insurmountable, but Sheffield United's repeated lack of defensive discipline continues to harm their bid for a miraculous escape. 80 goals conceded after 30 top-flight matches is the most in the Premier League era. Only 2 points have been accrued from Sheffield United's last 6 top-flight battles, one of which saw Wilder's men agonizingly throw away 2 more in a 3-3 home draw with Fulham, where they shipped multiple goals at Bramall Lane for the 6th Premier League game running. West London foes Chelsea are no stranger to having their backline breached on familiar turf, as was the case 3 times during Thursday's visit of fellow fallen Titan Man United, who would ostensibly head back up north with the bragging rights as Alejandro Garnacho's brace and Bruno Fernandes's effort briefly rendered Cole Palmer and Conor Gallagher's efforts inconsequential. However, the Blues were on the right side of Premier League history during an extraordinary finale, where the ever-composed Palmer leveled from the spot deep into added time. Before the former Manchester City man and boyhood Red Devils supporter scored the latest winning goal on record in the competition, Mauricio Pochettino and co. exploded with unbridled emotion as Palmer's deflected strike deceived Andre Onana. And by virtue of putting Erik ten Hag's job under even more threat, the Blues boss bought himself some more coveted time in the hot seat as his side stretched their unbeaten run to 6 matches. Still making a late play for Europe, the 10th-placed visitors are just 2 points behind West Ham United with 2 matches in hand and head to Bramall Lane, having both scored and conceded multiple goals in each of their last 6 matches, albeit while avoiding being on the losing side each time. Neutrals can therefore be forgiven for expecting another gripping, goal-laden affair, especially with Chelsea going without a clean sheet in their last 11 Premier League away matches, but the Blues eased past Sheffield United 2-0 in December for their 4th successive victory in this fixture. Team news. Out of Sheffield United's 9 injury absentees, only 1 should be back at Wilder's disposal for the visit of Chelsea, as Cameron Archer is on the cusp of recovering from a calf issue and is expected to be involved. Gustavo Hamer should also shake off a knock sustained in midweek, but Daniel Jebb Bison illness, Chris Basham ankle, Ryan Brewster thigh, Tom Davies unspecified, George Baldock calf, John Egan ankle, Reece Norrington Davies thigh and Max Lowe ankle are still in the care of the medical team and will be for a while. Unless jellied legs force his hand, Wilder may wish to keep changes to a minimum given the nature of his side's spirited display versus Liverpool, meaning another start for exciting teenager Oliver Arblaster amid reports of interest from the Premier League leaders. While Man United were left to rue the loss of the game and loss of 3 players through injury on Thursday, Chelsea emerged unscathed from the Stamford Bridge bedlam, but neither Ben Chilwell illness nor Robert Sanchez unspecified were fit to take part. Both men remain significant doubts for the weekend, and Pochettino will definitely be without Leslie Ugachukwu hamstring, Levi Colwill toe, Christopher Nkunku thigh, Reece James thigh, Romeo Lavia thigh and Wesley Fofana knee for the journey to Sheffield. Moises Caicedo's 9th yellow card of the season on Thursday means that he is now just one caution away from incurring a 2-match suspension, but the Ecuadorian, who was also culpable for a lackadaisical pass for Garnacho's first, should form his regular partnership with Enzo Fernandez once more. Sheffield United possible starting lineup: Grbić, Holgate, Robinson, Ahmedhodzic, Bogle, Arblaster, Hamer, Sousa, Trusty, McBurney, Brereton, Diaz. Chelsea possible starting lineup: Petrovic, Gusto, Disasi, Badiashile, Cucurella, Caicedo, Fernandez, Palmer, Gallagher, Maduk, Jackson. We say, Sheffield United 1-3 Chelsea. Chelsea have consistently served up a goalmouth treat in recent weeks. And Sunday's tale should be no different, given the Blues' propensity to allow goals on the road and Sheffield United's well-documented Bramall Lane vulnerabilities. Wilder's men gave Liverpool an excellent run for their money in midweek. But a fired-up Chelsea should not cut the same lethargic figures that the Reds did, so we can only back Pochettino's men to make it back-to-back triumphs. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.